Welcome, and thank you for joining me. I am Dr. LauraAnn Migliori, Project Lead for the Collaborative Efficiency Index CEI Pilot Study and author of the Collaborative Synergy Learning Model for building self-efficacy in an AI-driven learning ecosystem. Today's presentation would not have been made possible without my amazing team colleagues, Dr. Stephen Gear, our team's co-lead, and Dr. Susan Farabee and Dr. Jim Rice, who together synergized our collaboration, curiosity, and reflection, all of which embodied our own small team learning experience and made for a very enjoyable research project. So thank you very much, my amazing team. And also, we would like to thank the University of Phoenix Cedar Labs for providing the support services and resources which made this study possible. Special shout out to Dr. Andy Buran, Dr. Stella Smith, and Dr. Manshura Cabrici, who is the research chair of the Cedar Labs. So thank you so much. Today, I will take you on a brief journey from a conceptual framework that began with a vision for synergy to measure outcomes that show how research can transform collaboration, learning, and leadership in an AI-driven world. The Collaborative Synergy Learning Model, CSLM, began as a model to align the mind, heart, and hands of learners, drawing from Carl Jung's synchronicity, Albert Bandura's self-efficacy, and servant leadership. The CSLM is a scalable model that can be broadened into an ecosystem where curiosity, collaboration, and reflection drive both personal and organizational transformation. The core theme of curiosity comes right from the Bible in the book of Proverbs, chapter 2, verse 2, which captures the spirit of discovery, which is about searching things out together. The CEI Pilot Study was designed to test CSLM in action, specifically in virtual learning teams where collaboration depends on both human connection and digital mediation. We aim to see how AI tools influence teamwork, build self-efficacy, and how we can measure efficiency and persistence. Ultimately, our purpose is to move from theory into measurable transformation. The CSLM learning ratio design was applied to the learning team experiences, where 70% was experiential learning, 20% collaborative learning, and 10% formal learning, which provided the structure, guidance, and content. These are the 6 questions that guided our inquiry and were covered through a mixed method nature for our study. We're basically looking at how does AI integration affect the efficiency and collaboration of small learning teams. We wanted to know the individual team and individual factors that would drive collaborative efficiency in AI-supported teams. Also, looking at how self-efficacy, particularly critical thinking, ethics, and technical skills, change within teams during an AI-integrated project. Also, how does participation in AI integration teams impact self-efficacy growth compared to non-AI teams? So these first 4 questions were for a quantitative assessment, and the last 2 questions focus on the qualitative to understand how participants perceive and describe their collaborative experiences with or without AI, and then also looking at what strategies and behaviors best strengthened self-efficacy in those 3 dimensions. We applied a sequential mixed method design, beginning with quantitative data collection and then followed by qualitative interviews and focus groups. The study was conducted entirely in a virtual environment using Microsoft Teams for collaboration and Microsoft Forms for data capture. The mixed method approach enabled us to examine not only what the participants did, but also how they experienced teamwork throughout the project. We compared AI integrated and non-AI teams to explore that human-machine dynamic. We had 9 learning teams, 2 of which were control groups, the non-AI, and then 7 AI collaborator groups. Self-efficacy was measured across those 3 dimensions for critical thinking, ethical decision-making, and technical acumen, using validated pre and post assessment instruments. To deepen understanding, we conducted interviews and focus groups, and we analyzed tangible indicators of collaboration, efficiency, and quality. These included artifacts that were captured within each Microsoft Teams workspace, such as the learning team charters, research prospectuses, PowerPoint presentations, recorded meetings, and meeting minutes, as well as team dialogues that were posted within the team's channels. We also did reflective journals, and our own research team used the NASA, which is a task load instrument, to measure perceived workload. Social learning was a key part of this. And that's where the CSLM translates beautifully into digital environments. We focused again on that 70%, which was mostly doing, and then through collaborative projects, this is what inspired the curiosity, was that phenomena of mystery. And then, of course, social learning synergized the experience, and the formal learning that we provided, the content, then provided that structure in which the teams organized their their problem-based project. Curiosity was the fuel that inspired learning and motivated action to persist throughout the 12-week period. Through AI governance policies, learning team charters, and reflective journaling, we create an environment of intentional learning and accountability. The CEI dashboard combines numbers with narratives. It tracks workload perception, communication clarity, and it adapts problem solving. Then we paired that data with qualitative evidence of collaboration and synergy. So what this does is it gives us a baseline for comparing future studies as the CSLM scales across different contexts. So where we are at today, we finished data collection. We did our member checking along with the development of a de-identified meta transcript. It's a little over 400 pages, for which each of our research team members are in the process of developing our priori codes. We will then meet in 3 rounds to achieve consensus on the finalized codes and transition then to categories and themes. From there, we will complete our quantitative analysis and then bring about that convergence of both qualitative and quantitative data results to answer our research questions. I can tell you from our preliminary analysis, it just indicates positive reception by participants towards the CEI pilot study. A majority of the participants reported a positive learning team experience as meaningful collaboration and growth towards their self-efficacy. And this was supported by the structured 12-week research project, which included clearly defined learning activities and deliverables. Now, these early findings offer valuable insights into how participants described their learning experiences and how they perceived collaborative efficiency. We anticipate completing our data analysis next month, and then we will be submitting a complete journal transcript for publication review in December. Curiosity lies at the heart of this study, rooted in the ancient biblical principles of Proverbs 25, verse 2, that ignite the spirit of discovery. For it is written, it is the glory of God to conceal a matter, and the glory of kings is to search out a matter. So when research is thoughtfully designed, intentionally inclusive, and grounded in both technological and human values, it becomes a catalyst for societal change. Seeing the world through new perspectives transforms mindsets and inspires new paradigms of thinking that advances society. The freedom to explore, collaborate, and apply disciplined action to do what is right builds trust, making meaningful, lasting change possible. So, what's next? Well, our research team has an insightful KWB presentation that takes place tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Phoenix time. That's Saturday, October 18th. It's going to be led by Dr. Stephen Gear, and in this session, Dr. Gear will share deeper insights into the implementation aspects of our study using Microsoft Teams as the platform and Microsoft Forms for capturing our pre- and post-survey data. Then in March 2026, our team is presenting at the Qualitative Report Conference sponsored by Nova Southeastern University, where we will be facilitating both a workshop and a presentation specific to our qualitative data analysis that ensures trustworthiness in AI-integrated virtual environments. Beyond the pilot study, our next step is to apply the CSLM principles in full-scale studies across diverse contexts, such as higher education, faculty development, workplace learning teams, nonprofit leadership training, and community-based research initiatives. We welcome collaboration from other scholar practitioner leaders to explore meaningful applied research opportunities. I'm also editing a forthcoming book titled Inspiring Transformation Through AI-Powered Whole Person Leadership, which will be published by IGI Global. The call for chapters is now open. This book is an interdisciplinary volume integrating faith, science, and applied research to explore how synchronicity, self-efficacy, and servant leadership can guide the ethical integration of AI in leadership and learning. The implications and impact reach well beyond academia. For leaders and workforce developers, the 70-20-10 ratio enables project-based learning that mirrors workplace realities and can strengthen critical thinking skills, ethical decision-making, and technical acumen. The applied research nature of our CEI pilot study aligns to inform organizational training and development practices. In summary, the CSLM gives form to learning as the CEI pilot study reveals its impact for structure with measurement. Curiosity and collaboration spark inspiration for research with rigor and wonder. When humans and AI explore the unknown together, we uncover deeper truths. AI, aligned with human values, magnifies what's best in us. That is, our capacity to think, to create, and to work together for good. And from CEI pilot to pathway, the study sets a measurable baseline for how humans and AI learn and lead together. So now it's a call to action to join the movement. And before I close, what I want to do is recognize and thank, first of all, the University of Phoenix Research Hub that provides amazing opportunities to get actively involved with research that matters. There are 3 distinct research centers, and our team is affiliated with the Education and Technology Center, commonly referred to as CEDAR Labs. The networking, support services, and resources provided through the research centers drive our success. Therefore, I encourage you to connect with a research center and get involved if you are not already. And then again, I want to recognize and thank my amazing research team, Dr. Stephen Gear, Dr. Susan Farabee, and Dr. Jim Rice, who were consistent, committed, and persistent in great teamwork and ethical scholarship. We learned much from each other, and we had fun in the process. You too can connect with each of us in LinkedIn to continue the conversation and share your research ideas. So thank you for your time and curiosity. Let's keep the conversation going beyond KWB.